Hi everyone, I am Dr. Mary Hoang. I am an assistant professor at Southern College of Optometry, and today I'd like to share with you my non-traditional journey to optometry. In high school, I knew fairly early on that I wanted to pursue a career in the sciences because I loved math and science growing up. And I had a chemistry teacher in high school that really encouraged me, and especially other females in my school, to also pursue a career in STEM. I knew going into college that I would pursue a degree in chemistry, and that is exactly what I did. Following graduation from college, I actually worked as a chemist for a while at a formulations lab. They manufactured medical equipment, and I was a chemist that worked for them. Unfortunately, this job was short-lived because I graduated college at the beginning of what would later be called the Great Depression. And so there were a lot of layoffs, and I was one of them, unfortunately. What would later become what I think of now as a blessing is the fact that that layoff allowed me to really reassess my life's path, and is doing lab work what I wanted to do for the next 40, 50 years. The answer to that was a resounding no. And does my work fulfill me? Does it make me happy? And so it allowed me to just slow down for a little bit, and took the time to really think about what careers interested me, what careers were I exposed to as a child and as a young adult that I could really see myself doing day in and day out and be fulfilled. And the resounding answer that made sense for me was optometry. I was very nearsighted as a child, and I remember going to the optometrist and just being excited to go to this exam, unlike going to the dentist or to my pediatrician. And so I enrolled at the local community college to take the rest of my optometry prerequisite courses. And another component to applying for optometry school, in addition to the OAT, is to get shadowing experience. So at the time, I wasn't living in my hometown, and so I didn't have an optometrist that I had a personal relationship with that I could just call and see if they would let me shadow them. So I did it the old-fashioned way. I used a phone book and went down the list, and finally a doctor took a chance on me and let me come in and shadow him. Being at SCO just really affirmed the fact that I'm doing what's right for me and that I'm on the right career path. Your fourth year in optometry school is primarily clinical rotations, and I realized pretty early on that I really enjoyed working with very complex patients and being very involved in the diagnosis and management of these patients. Following graduation, I completed a one-year residency at a VA, which allowed me to work with my desired patient demographic. And during my time there, towards the end, one of my residency supervisors really encouraged me to consider a career in optometric academia. So I think that at the time he realized something that I didn't realize in myself, which was that academia could be a really great career path for me because I had things to share. And one of the things I really love about my job is the fact that I get to work with students every single day, and they really do challenge me to be really sharp and on my A game. Another perk of being in academia is the fact that my former teachers are now my present day colleagues. So I have the best and brightest that I'm proud to be able to call them my colleagues, and also just ask for advice on any difficult cases, and they're literally the top of their field. One of my favorite professors at SCO, Dr. Chang, once said, "If I teach the way I'm supposed to, I'll live another 40 to 50 years through my students." And that's something that I'm proud to get to do every single day, is to teach to the future generation of optometrists. It's never too late to figure out what you want to be when you grow up, to figure out what career path really fulfills you and allows you to not only provide for your family, but also to have a job that also nourishes your soul.